everyone. Welcome back to Novel Idea. My name is Dia. This is James. And we are doing the subscriber Q&A video today. So I now am almost at 200 subscribers. So when I planned to do this originally, we both ended up with COVID. And so it put it off for a little bit, but we are doing it now. So I have questions and we're just gonna get started and go through them. So let's just jump right in. So the first question is, what is your all-time favorite meal, food, or thing to eat? Do you want to answer first?
Sure. Hi everybody, I'm James, as Dia said, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom of the video. My favorite meal, food, thing to eat would be fresh lobster from the state of Maine, preferably accompanied with a medium rare, perfectly grilled steak.
And I'm the complete opposite. I love really good salads, like fresh fruit. I tend to really love smoothies. So those are probably my favorite things. Question 2 is, has entering the booktube sphere changed how you read? Do you want?
Since these questions were posed to both of us, let's be clear. Not only have I never entered the booktube sphere, quote unquote, whatever that is, I have no plans for ever doing so.
It has not really changed the way that I read. I have always read really diversely. I have always read a lot. And so far anyway, it hasn't really changed anything. Question number 3 is, what do you like about Dia being on booktube?
Do you want to start? Well, Dia, as you probably know already, is an introvert. She loves people, but doesn't derive energy in most social situations. I think it's great that she's found a community that shares her passion for reading, and where she can also interact at kind of at her level and as she's comfortable with others. And I think she's found a real community here. She brings up many of you by name, and we just had our kids over this morning, and she has shared, in multiple settings about the relationships that she's built here on BookTube, and I think that's exciting.
Question 4, do you like to travel?
Why don't you start this one?
I love to travel. I like having a home base though. So when I go, I want to go and I want to be there for a good long while. And I don't want to live out of a suitcase if I don't have to. I just want to be there. I want to experience the culture. I want all of that.
I love nonstop flights. We recently moved back to the Northwest via Austin, Texas, and before that we were in Tennessee, and our daughters stayed there, and so we probably traveled 15 times via nonstop flight between Austin, Texas, and Nashville. We'd head there on a Friday night and get back on a Monday evening. 2-hour flights, 1,000 miles, great weekend together with the family, and yeah, I like to fly, I like to travel, but I'm not a big fan of multiple layovers.
Where do you dream of vacationing?
Tropical islands used to be the dream. Today I'm drawn to more historically rich European destinations, such as Scotland, Ireland, Greece, Switzerland, Austria, Scandinavia, Italy, France. In this season of life, I love the idea of strolling down ancient cobblestone streets, patronizing restaurants that have stayed within the same family for generations. And I know you can do that here in the United States, but would love to visit some restaurants like that abroad. and visiting, places like cemeteries with gravestones from the 17th and 18th century, stuff like that.
Pretty close to what I enjoy. I think that I have always wanted to visit Prince Edward Island. I have always wanted to visit Scotland. I have always wanted to spend time on the Greek Isles. And I have always wanted to visit Mallorca in Spain. So those are like dream destinations, but as far as like dream vacationing, I would only want to go to one of those at a time. I wouldn't want to be island hopping or, doing a whole bunch of traveling around. Like I said, home base. want a home base, want to go out from there. So yeah, that's what I would enjoy.
Mallorca sounds exciting. I think I'd like to visit Uranus first.
Oh my word. How did you meet is question number 6.
Is it high school PE class, dancing through the decades, Mr. Seibel and Mrs. Glaze? At the beginning of the semester, we picked partners. I picked Dia. Best decision I ever made. End of story.
James's dad is a history and English teacher. He's retired now. But I had him in school, and he very nonchalantly would talk to me about his oldest son. And unbeknownst to me, he was doing the same thing at home to his son about people. And so when James approached me one time in the lunchroom and asked if he could speak with me, I didn't really want to. I'm very shy, and but I did anyway. And he said, "I just realized we've been dancing together for a couple of weeks, and I don't know your name." And so I said, "That's okay. I don't know yours either," and said, "My name is Dia." And I turned actually to walk away, and he went, "Dia?" I said, "Dia Schaefer?" And I went, "How do you know my name?" And that's how we found out that Dad had been talking to each of us about each other. So we got together because of high school PE class and because of James's dad. So, is James a reader? Question 7.
I enjoy reading. I'm not a fast reader. I don't have great comprehension levels to be able to take in and process a lot of information and remember it. So that's kind of frustrating when you're trying to, enjoy reading, but you can't remember most of what you read, which has been the case with me. Dia is the exact opposite. As some of you know, she devours books and can remember a ton. I love Twitter because I can read the news often before it's published. I also read news articles, so mostly nonfiction, pretty much all nonfiction. Mm-hmm. I have reading glasses, so I prefer to read from my iPad because I can adjust the font size. I'm so very, very old. Who wrote this? Did you write this?
I don't call you old. Not usually. Question 8. Do we ever read books together, or are your tastes completely different? We never read books together, ever. I don't think we ever have. Not once. Bible, we read the Bible together once in a while. Great while. And we have gone through like workbooks together, but not novels or anything like that.
Our tastes are completely different. One might say something that distinguishes us is that Dia has taste.
Oh How does James spend his time around your reading?
When Dia reads, and just as a parenthetical comment, when Dia read would be a great title for a crime novel. I'm either at work, on my iPad, in the bathroom, or asleep.
Or maybe all of the above.
Asleep in the bathroom, on my iPad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Working. It's possible.
How does James... No, that's the same question. Sorry. Oh, Noah. Just a second.
Oh, I need to get a beverage.
Noah wanted us to make the perfect pitcher of lemonade and toast to... What did he say? Toast to being alive. However, I do not drink lemonade. It's got sugar in it, so I don't drink lemonade. But James's water, I have kombucha. Toast. Cheers.
To being alive.
Thanks, Noah. Where is James from?
A little farming town in east central Washington called Moses Lake.
I'm so glad he didn't say my mother's womb.
Oh, I missed an opportunity, didn't I?
Yes, little farming town from Washington. Number 12, if we were stuck on a desert island for 6 months and could only pack 8 books between the two of us. Boy, this is a complicated one.
I thought it was Desert Island.
If we were stuck on a desert island for 6 months and could only pack 8 books between the two of us, what 2 books would both of us choose? What 2 books would we choose together?
Dia reads so many books, trying to guess which book she would choose is difficult. I think I might have 2. I think a Bible would definitely be a priority, and a book that she often references and has referenced for decades, Hind's Feet for High Places. But
That's a good one.
I could be wrong on that one. And then she's just, such a prolific reader. I would have no idea. Voracious reader.
It wouldn't be a book that both of us would choose. Hind's Feet for High Places. This is the first one is for both of us.
Oh.
So it'd be both of us would choose the Bible. That's definitely.
Okay.
And then what other book do you think both of us would want to read? Yeah, I can't think of another one either.
We read completely differently, and so that's a tough one.
And then what 2 books would you choose?
Why don't you guess?
Oh, I think you would choose probably something about church history or church doctrine. And then I think maybe, if it's only nonfiction, then they would probably both be church history or church doctrine. If you were choosing a fiction, like a novel, maybe The Outsiders.
Sure.
What did you say?
Hinton, S.E. Hinton. Well, I'm not big into novels, so probably for me, the Bible, and then there's an author and friend named Henry Hahn that's written quite a bit about the church, and I tend to get a lot of value from his thoughts and writings and friendship. Yeah.
For me, if it was novels, I would probably choose Dune. Wow. Because I read that one pretty regularly. And then I would probably also choose either like Hind's Feet for High Places, or maybe, I don't know what other ones I would choose. Definitely the Bible. We would definitely choose that. 13, if you could choose to live anywhere in the world, where would you choose?
I don't know. I would have to visit. Ever lease an apartment before seeing it?
I would choose to live on a mountaintop somewhere, accessible only by helicopter. and I would want to own a helicopter as well. So that the kids could get back and forth. I have to have my grandkids and my kids around.
I think it's so cool that Billy Joel has this house on Staten Island, I believe it is, and gets helicopter rides to Madison Square Garden to perform there to sold out crowds. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a great way to make an appearance. Sorry you have to look at me today instead of our dog, our Corgi Poppy Seed. She's much cuter.
Let's see. What is your favorite color and why?
Black hides my belly, but blue brings out the mystery contained in my eyes.
Oh, okay. I like green. I like anything green. Green, it just, I don't know, just feels alive. So I like green. 15, if you could live 1 year of your lives together all over again, what year would it be?
Any year but the first of our marriage. It was brutal.
The first 4 were brutal.
It got better.
It did. It did.
To quote Monty
better.
Python, yeah. Life is hard, but marriage and children makes it sweeter. Wouldn't trade any year of my life with her.
Thanks. If I had to choose one, living all over again, it would probably be the year that we had our last child. Just simply because I loved when the kids were really little. So when we had our second daughter, I would probably live that year over again.
That was a sweet year.
It was a sweet year.
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
A very different Portland back then.
A very different Portland. Yes. Who do your kids look like?
Our eldest, Kasia, is an adult human female. Her pronouns are she, her.
That's not what they mean.
Our middle child, Christopher, is an adult human he, him male. And our youngest, Melinda, is an adult human female with she, her pronouns.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Just trying to be relevant. It's the way you talk now.
I think our oldest is probably the best mix of the two of us. So she looks a little like me. She looks a little like James. She's got more of James's coloring. And then our son and youngest daughter look almost identical to me. I think, yeah. Our son is very tall and very thin, like James was at his age.
At birth, we thought they mixed up babies in the hospital with Christopher.
He looked like a little Mexican baby. He was so cute. He was so cute. He had very dark skin and very dark hair, and yeah. And we didn't think that they mixed. Not really. We didn't really believe that. But yes, he looked very different.
We did believe it.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
What's your favorite date?
Sakari dates are one of the softest types of sweet dates that you can buy. These dates are so easy to eat that they can almost melt in your mouth.
I just want you guys to remember you asked for this video.
Because this date variety is of such high quality, Sakari dates are also called royal dates.
Oh boy. Are you done?
This fresh type of soft date has light golden skin and is deliciously sweet. The reason for their softness is due to the fact that they are harvested before they are ripe.
You don't want to be serious. What's your favorite date?
Their high moisture content means that unlike dried dates, you don't have to soak them before eating them. Like most fresh dates, this variety is a tasty, sweet treat. Tasty, sweet treat that will help curb sugar cravings. Probably the anniversary that we were in Port Townsend. Where was Lonza's?
That might have been Port Townsend.
Yeah. It was just a sweet date. Not unlike Sakari dates. One of our anniversaries together, there was a live band playing at this Italian restaurant called Lonza's. And I asked them to play It Had to Be You. But yeah, it's our song. And so they played it, and they even had a few little jokes and quips in the middle of the song because they knew our names. And that was a pretty sweet date.
That was, yeah, I agree. I honestly could go to a bookstore and have a coffee and sit on the floor and peruse books for hours and get handed a fresh cup of coffee every now and then, and that would be a great day for me. But as far as one that we've already been on, James took me to a speakeasy when we were in Austin, and that was really fun. It's called the Roosevelt Room, and it's decorated in that very Prohibition era style, and you actually had to walk behind walls and curtains in order to get into the bar area. And yeah, that was I don't remember a whole lot about that night after the drinks. I remember a lot before, but I don't remember a lot after. I don't even remember getting back to the car. So, but it was still fun. It was fun up until I don't remember anything. Have you ever been on a TV show or performed before a live audience?
While I don't like to conflate the term performance with church-related ministry and work, I have ministered before congregations as a worship leader and preacher. But maybe more excitedly, our son and daughter-in-law will be on the Family Feud. That's right, legit. Family Feud on October 28th. So if you want to mark your calendars, you'll have a chance to see our son and daughter-in-law and her family on the Family Feud. Pretty exciting.
It's the Owens family, in case you're wondering.
The Owens family.
And
great family.
They recorded that a few months ago, and it's coming up in October. James has also performed with. He had a band for a while, and so he's been at state fairs. He's been he organized a concert for the city, and has done that. And he also has performed before audiences for plays, because he did some acting for a little while in school, especially, and then outside of school as well. So he's done that. I don't remember ever performing before a live audience. I mean, other than things like with mime, I guess. Yeah. I used to be a mime.
She was a great mime.
Yeah. No talking involved. This is good.
You would be impressed. She was a great mime.
Okay. Number 19 is, what are you naming your next corgi? No one can have just one.
So
I like this question.
I'm gonna go with Chigger.
No.
Chigger the corgi.
That's an inside joke.
Poppy Seed and Chigger.
No, we aren't gonna name it Chigger. Oh, we had a Pekingese for many years, and her name was Cricket. But James's dad could never remember, or even if he could, he decided he was not going to call her Cricket. He called her Chigger. So if it was up to me,
and
which
it
is,
yeah, she names our automobiles. Even our kids could not name their own automobiles. Not that automobiles have to have names, but in our family they have and did. But she just would kind of force her own names on our vehicles, and has done that, and will continue to do that in terms of our pets.
So if it was up to me, which it will either be Buttercup, so that I can sing My Little Buttercup.
As the sweetest.
I love that.
Smile, smile.
Button up, Buttercup. I like to say things with but, and just calling her Butter, I think would be fun. So Buttercup or Cuthbert, and that would be after Anne of Green Gables from my reading. No. Because I love Matthew and Marilla, and so yes, it would be, and she would probably get called Cuddy or Birdie or something like that, but it would be Cuthbert or Buttercup, or both. We could get 2 more corgis.
What I've learned from this conversation is that we will never have another corgi.
Question 20.
Cuthbert.
Question 20. Sunrise watchers or sunset watchers?
Sunset. No clinically sane person awakens the dawn.
That would be me, not clinically sane. I'm a sunrise watcher. I don't remember the last time I saw a sunset. But we're getting shorter days. We're getting shorter days. Maybe soon. Okay. And then question 21. Have you ever had a wish come true?
Probably. You?
I've had prayers that have come true. Well, yeah, I've had a wish come true. Yeah, because I ended up being a wife and a mom.
Yes.
Question 22. Is James vegan also? You could probably tell the answer to this from the very first question, but is James vegan also?
No. My body seems to like keto, high fat, low carb, adequate protein.
How does that affect your dynamic if he isn't?
I'll let you answer that one.
It doesn't. I wasn't vegan when we met, and I wasn't vegan until well into our marriage. And so I also grew up on a cattle ranch, grew up butchering chickens, butchering cows, butchering pigs, butchering sheep. So not your typical vegan that shies away from meat. However, I do try to be vegan in every way possible. So I don't partake of animal anything, but then I also try not to wear leather. I try not to, use things that are an animal byproduct in any kind of a way, including makeup and all of that kind of stuff. So the only way that it affects us is our finances. Right? Okay.
I like pork.
He does. What is James's favorite novel? It doesn't have anything to do with pork.
I don't like novels. To quote Jim Gaffigan, TV is way better.
But you have read novels. Do you have a favorite out of what you've read? Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Let me answer this question for you, husband.
The Outsiders.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I read that when I was a teenager, and that's the age that Essie Hinton was when she wrote it.
Right.
No, I probably would say I've liked other novels better, but I've read so few, especially in the last few decades. It's just not. Yeah.
TV and movies.
TV shows, videos, yeah, documentaries. That's what I'm more into than novels.
This is the last question, everybody. Favorite candle scent?
You go first.
I love sandalwood. I like anything that smells like a really good smelling man. That's what I like. So I like woodsy scents. I like musky scents. I don't like the sweet pumpkin-y vanilla kind of cookie. I don't like those. So anything that smells woodsy, yeah. Sandalwood, patchouli, musk. I do like citrusy scents sometimes, but yeah, that's it.
When I'm in the mood,
Oh no. Oh no.
like I am right now, and I want to light a candle, I'm going to go with Elon Musk. It smells like a Tesla, just that new car smell.
The smell of money.
I'm going to go with it smells like money. That's right.
Smells like money. Okay. There you go, you guys.
You're
we
welcome.
did it. We finally filmed it, and you asked for it. Just remember that. So, okay. Thanks for joining us. Like if you liked it. Subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe if you want to.
Smash it.
And
Smash it right now.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.